I just wanted to discuss the day of the show. So I sent out the advance about a week earlier, and everyone was absolutely fine with the sound check times. Everyone was fine with all the information. There was a slight confusion at rider requests. So Pashley Darlin thought that they were going to get a rider as well, but they couldn't. But luckily they were absolutely fine about this. And I think the Vanties shared some juice and snacks with them anyway. We don't usually offer both a rider and a buyout at a gig, but because I think Dan was feeling generous, he said just offer to buy them some like juice and snacks and stuff. So that's what we did. And on the day of the show, I turned up at 3 p.m, as I always do, and everything went really smoothly. The Vanties turned up at 4, and they loaded in, had their sound check. Pashy Darlin arrived next, and then Zari came in. Everyone was fine. I did the usual things that are on my gig list checklist. So I just made sure everyone, as soon as they walked in, had like tea, water, coffee. That I made sure that the area upstairs in the mash house was like warm because it was so cold outside that day. Made sure that everyone knew what time they were on, helped people load in, and wrote out all the AA passes, put up all the timesheets around the venue, made sure to collect the money from Apache Darlins and Nazari for any tickets that they had sold, because this was quite a big deal when got to do with Crystal and had caused problems. So after all that was done, the gig doors opened. I unfortunately ended up losing some ticket counters, so I didn't know exactly how many door sales we had, which caused a bit of confusion. And we also had we'd also had the £5 guest list, which meant cashing, like settling up at the end of the show, was really confusing as well. However, overall the show went really well, and everyone was really happy. The Vanties were super grateful for I think me being nice to them. Don't know if they mentioned that as well. Like, they just were really blown away by the fact I'd offered them brews. Basically, they couldn't believe that I'd offered them some free teas and coffees, and also obviously we gave out the drink tokens as we do with every band. Gave out 4 free drink tokens to the Vanties, and we gave out the 2 free drink tokens to everyone in the support bands. Now, I think that these little kind gestures and just helping out with them as much as I can, always checking in, always being around for them to ask any questions for the day of the show. I directed them for places to go for the dinner when I gave the Vanties their buyout. I think all of these just sort of add up to creating a really nice experience for them, which for the project overall means that my reputation was going up, which is one of my aims for this. I really wanted people to see me as someone that they wanted to work with when putting on a show, and I really think that everyone left that day feeling like that. And so in terms of the things that went well, I think, yeah, everything went well with the bands. They were really friendly, and I'm really happy with the choices that I made. I definitely work with all 3 of them again. The audience were all really happy. I got a lot of compliments for all 3 of the bands, so that was really handy as well. People really enjoyed Apache Darling, which I wasn't sure if like maybe it would confuse the crowd going from Nazari to Apache Darling, but like I said, they were really enjoyed. And I also think that my experience of dealing with a band who in my eyes are quite big, especially in the local scene, went quite well as well. In terms of negatives, definitely wasn't happy with the amount of effort I put in with the promotions, and I'm lucky that that didn't hinder the show at all. And also just making sure that I don't that I always check what competition's going on around me, and don't do the multiple prices for guest lists again, because it's just really confusing to settle up to. make sure that there's more than one ways that the door count's being kept, so that there's no confusion with settling up as well. I'm really happy with how this one went, and I probably would keep most of the things the same apart from amp up my promotions. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to get the Skinny and Tenement TV on board for any of the other gigs, but yeah, that was a really good call in that one. That's one thing that I really enjoyed about this.